It was not conduct, but a court document, this 10-page settlement that led to this moment in Texas history. If now suspended Attorney General Ken Paxton had not asked that taxpayers cover the $3.3 million he agreed to give for whistleblowers, we would not be here. Lawyers who worked in the Attorney General's office thought Paxton was misusing his office to help a donor. They reported it to law enforcement, and they say Paxton retaliated, slandered them, reassigned them, or fired them. They sued. That all happened in 2020. In 2023 came the settlement.
Ken Paxton, Texas Attorney General.
In February 2023, weeks into a new legislative session, Paxton testified before the House subcommittee responsible for funding his agency's budget. When lawmakers asked why paying the settlement was taxpayers' responsibility, the answer came from one of Paxton's top assistants, who was sitting beside him.
I'm just trying to get some clarity. Is the case against the state of Texas, or is it against General Paxton?
The case is against the state of Texas, and that's true of any Whistleblower Act employment case.
Unconvinced, another House committee, this one with investigative powers, quietly hired a team of 5 former prosecutors and detectives.
The Committee on General Investigating will now come to order. The clerk will call the roll.
In a more than 3-hour-long hearing on May 24th, 2 months after the investigative team began secretly investigating,
we were asked not to prove and not to disprove the allegations, but to follow the evidence and determine if there was a there.
The secrets came out.
So is it fair to say the OAG's office was effectively hijacked for an investigation by Nate Paul through the Attorney General Ken Paxton?
That would be my opinion.
3 days after this hearing, the full Texas House, with support from 60 Republicans, members of Ken Paxton's own party, impeached him. In a memo, the committee that commissioned the investigation wrote, quote, "But for Paxton's own request for a taxpayer-funded settlement over his wrongful conduct, Paxton would not be facing impeachment." So the tipping point was Paxton's ask, not his actions. In Dallas, I'm Teresa Woodard.